In today's video, we are going to be checking out James Harden and see if he actually does travel in any of his go-to basketball moves. Let's get down, let's check him out. He is an absolute footwork god, and I'm going to break that down for you today. Okay, so with this first move, he does a quick step back, hop, and of course his shot. Now, is that a travel? Let's actually break this down. This is actually quite interesting. So, at this point in time, he takes the dribble. He technically hasn't gathered it yet. His hand is not underneath the ball, which means that he can take that small hop we've seen here, and now he gathers that ball finally on the left foot. At this point in time, he pushes back, right, left, which means that he's able to take that shot without taking a travel. Now, this next one is actually very, very interesting. All he does is goes between the legs so that, of course, Norman Powell here can get down onto his heels. As soon as those heels hit that ground, guess what James Harden does? He picks up that ball, pushes off his left foot, right, left, goes up into his shot, of course makes the shot. As soon as you see, as a player, as soon as you see those heels touch the ground, you need to go up for a shot. There is nothing that player can do to be able to block your shot. Okay, so here James Harden's coming off of a screen. He takes a hard dribble, gathers on his right foot, goes left, which is his first step, and then he goes over to his right foot for 2 steps. You're allowed 2 steps, and he goes up for the shot. Not a travel, fantastic footwork. You want to do this move, of course, when you've got a defender who looks like he's about to take a charge. Either way, you can do a Euro step around him. Absolutely fantastic move. You can do this too. All you need to do is to have a pylon here. You can dribble around that pylon, then have another pylon here. He was playing pylon defense, hence the reason why there's a pylon over top of him now. Have that pylon there. Gather on your right foot. Left, right on either side of that pylon, and then go up for your shot. You're going to be absolutely fantastic. You'll master this move like there is no tomorrow. Really quickly, I really wanted to show you this move because, of course, this is something that gets a lot of players mad and, of course, a lot of referees foul calls for James Harden. As we can see here, he did call that foul. He is sticking out his arm. So why am I really breaking this down? Well, actually, he technically gathers on both of these feet at the exact same time. We can see that bang right there. His both feet are touching the ground. Why does he gather so low? Well, look at the outstretched hand of the defender. This is actually a very, very good move. You can then reach through that arm on your 2 steps, which then does 2 things. For one, it gathers that foul. You get that foul called, especially if you kind of hit your head back. It just sells it a little bit more. Or if you scream, like you kind of see him screaming there. Either way, you want to go in cross or in front or over top or through those arms. That's on your first step. On your second step, which we see here, he is now going up for the layup because he has kept both hands on the ball to clear out those hands, but also to get that foul call. And then on his second step, he has cleared out those arms and he's going up for the layup. Fantastic move. You can do this as well. Obviously, you're going to need a defender to be able to do this, but you'll be all set. Also, with a dribble handoff, here we actually see a very good move. So with this move, what we see is, of course, a very good shot, but how did he get to this point? Well, actually, this screen was set. It was a dribble handoff. At that point in time, he gathers on his left foot, but not even on his left foot. Technically, he gathers on his right. Yet he could have still done another step back over towards this side, but believe me, doing that is extremely hard. Going up for a nice shot is, of course, preferential, but he was a lot more balanced in this shot than if he was to take another step out towards that right side of his. Again, watch over here. This is actually a very, very important move, and I've mentioned this earlier on in the video, but I really wanted to mention this again. Going through your legs multiple times is going to allow your defender to get down onto his heels. So here we see James Harden dribbling through his legs, staying low. Look how low he is on this. He is keeping his shoulders below the defender's shoulders, which makes that defender react much faster than what James Harden is going to do anyways. And I don't mean reacts faster in a good way. I mean reacts faster when James Harden does literally the smallest of moves. The lower you can get between your legs and use that leg as a defender for players reaching in, but also if you can look at his shoulders. Look at his shoulders. He's moving those shoulders back and forth on those crosses. This is very, very important. Get those shoulders moving. There is a reason why that defender ultimately steps back and gives James Harden that shot. Of course, James Harden does do that step back, but if you can get going between your legs, behind your back, whatever it is, and you get your shoulders going with that ball, guess what? You are going to be really, really messing up that defender. He is going to want to react quickly to step back, which is going to allow you to have open shots. Now, also, when you're doing this and you can get your shoulders going back and forth, guess what? If you can get his heels on the ground too, which is what we do see right there, as soon as that happens, my God, James Harden is an assassin. And guess what? James Harden steps back. He goes up for a shot. Beautiful shot. Absolutely amazing. James Harden is a footwork god. So, no, James Harden may, in some cases, may have traveled, but in these moves that seem to be his go-to moves, he's not actually traveling. And if you can work on the footwork as well as those dribbling moves, especially that last one, getting your shoulders back and forth when you're doing those crosses, and you can get that defender to stumble backwards, guess what? You have an advantage. Take that shot, score millions of points, and believe me, you can be even better than James Harden. I hope that this video has helped you become a better basketball player. If it has, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.